Words appear. Whose planned life is it anyway? In association with Sterling Creation and VIP Tech Productions present Ask Donna. Donna Jodhan answers your questions and offers you tips and tricks on being an author, an expert, a sight loss coach, and an advocate. Ask Donna, the author.
Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, wherever you are. It's Donna at the Ask Donna show. And I want to bring you greetings and hope that everybody is doing just fine. Thank you to my good friend Victor Duvia, my friend and associate, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to be with you again this week. You know, folks, I really love what I do. And wearing a different hat every week is simply awesome for me because it gives me a chance to talk with you, to interact with you, and to get feedback from you about so many different things. And again, thank you, Victor, for giving me this opportunity. Last week, we talked about, how to be an advocate and what makes something accessible. I gave you a lot of pointers, and for this week, we're going to wear another hat, and that is the hat of me as an author. You know, I have enjoyed being an author for so many years, and there's so many things that one can write about. One can write blogs, editorials, articles, newsletters. One can produce audio mysteries. One can do so many different things as an author. I really want to encourage you to become an author. And it is the one most effective way to have your voices heard, to raise your voices, to express yourselves freely as yourself. What better way to do this than being an author, Some people might think, oh my goodness, it's so hard to be an author. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. Well, there are ways to do it. The simplest of things can encourage you to be an author, to encourage you, motivate you, to, kickstart your creative juices, to kickstart your imagination, to use your memories to become a good author in so many different ways. And you would be amazed how being an author can not just help yourself, it can also help others. And we got to think of tomorrow's generation as well, to encourage and motivate them to have their voices heard, to express themselves, to do so much as an author. Right. For this week, I have two topics that you would be amazed you can use to be an author, to kickstart your creative juices and your imagination. One good thing I have realized, and it's a strategy that I use, whenever I'm feeling a bit down, and and it's because of the weather, probably. Old man winter is still giving us a hard time. The one thing that I have used is to keep my tummy toasty. Once I can do that, it really takes care of a lot of different things. It enables me to concentrate more, to focus more, and, to forget about the fact that I've just filled my tummy with something nice and toasty. So, once you fill your tummy, once you keep your tummy toasty, it's the next step. Well, a toasty tummy leads to comfort and relaxation. And think of comfort foods like nice, warm soups. Nice, warm, easy to prepare dishes, like, maybe a lasagna, a pasta dish, a dish of, a one-pot dish, as I call it, with everything in it, chicken, rice, and vegetables. Just warm foods that will course through your body. And once you've had that, trust me when I tell you, it's one way to encourage, motivate, and just simply kickstart a lot of other things that will encourage you to write, to edit, to proofread, and then bingo! You would find that, you are not having difficulty writing. Okay? Here's another topic I think, or in fact I know, will help you to kickstart your imagination and your creative juices. It's all about smells, right? Let's pay attention to the soothing smells around us right now. All right? Those soothing smells. Think about it. We're in a very interesting time weather-wise right now, but sort of between between winter and spring. So what can you really smell? Well, you may think winter doesn't have any smell to offer. It does. Think about it. The smell of fresh air as you walk down the sidewalk or as you go into your backyard or on your driveway. The smell, the soothing smell of fresh air. Let's come indoors. And what's a smooth, soothing smell? I seem to be having trouble saying this term. Soothing smell. Soothing smell. The smell of wood burning in your fireplace. Yes, indeed. Lovely smell that reaches your nostrils as you sit there enjoying the smell of a fireplace. Not just the fireplace crackling or the fire crackling, but the smell of the burning wood. Another soothing smell. And of course there's a smell of food being cooked. Nice, warm, delicious, yummy food being cooked. Okay? Think of fragrances as spring approaches. Fragrances of fresh flowers coming up, cut grass, as grass is being cut. Think of that too. Think of refreshing smells. Again, the refreshing smell of air, both in spring and in winter. Winter is coming to an end. So now let's concentrate on spring and the fresh air of spring. Also the fresh smell of rain, right? The fresh smell of rain and the fresh smell of air. Two fresh smells for you to concentrate on. These things awaken your imagination, kickstarts your creative juices, and you know what motivates you to start writing, thinking. Or first you think, then you write, then you share. Think, write, and share. I really would like you to consider being an author. I've been one for so long, and I have enjoyed it. I have gotten a lot of satisfaction out of it. Don't be intimidated. I am here to help you. Well, I'm going to end this week by asking you to subscribe to my free monthly newsletter that is filled with tons and tons of tips that I am sure you will find helpful. All kinds of tips for you to read about, from technology to non-technology, anything and everything in the kitchen, how to clean up spills, everything. Okay? So, it is called the Blind Lifestyle Newsletter, and you can subscribe to this by going to https:// https://www.donnajodhan.com/subscribe. One more time, https://www.donnajodhan.com/subscribe. And Donna Jodhan is spelled DONNAJODHAN. Right? You can read more about my newsletter by going to https://www.donnajodhan.com/TBLN. One more time, https://www.donnajodhan.com/TBLN. I guarantee that in my newsletter you will find something of interest, at least one item of interest, maybe a lot more. This is a monthly newsletter, and I'm hoping that with time we will make it a twice monthly newsletter. Okay? Right. You can also visit www.sterlingcreations.ca/askanauthor.html. Again, www.sterlingcreations.ca/askanauthor.html. And Sterling Creations is one word, STERLingCreations. Okay? Now, before I introduce you to my weekly, I really like this favorite of mine that I developed called the mental stretch. If you want to write to me, it's a temporary email address for now. It's donnajodhan@gmail.com. Again, donnajodhan@gmail.com. DONNAJODHAN@gmail.com. This is a temporary address. I'm working on getting a more permanent address for you. Right, let's go to my mental stretch. We have physical stretches. We have all kinds of different stretches. Now it's time for the mental stretch, folks. And for this week, we are going to use one of our senses to do our mental stretch. This is what my mental stretch is based on, using one of our senses to do a mental stretch. I started this strategy maybe about a year or two ago, and trust me when I tell you, it works. I do it every single day when I get up in the morning, and it really helps to formulate and make my day a better one. Well, let's concentrate this week on the sense of smell. Sense of smell. Ah, yes. To smell something that you really love to smell. How about this? The smell of baking cookies, or baking pastries, or baking cake. All of these things baking in the oven. Or how about this? The smell of a nice beef roast in your oven. Tickles your nostrils, doesn't it? Gets you thinking, gets you hoping, gets you wanting to do something special on this day. These are not just the only types of smells that you can use. Like I said, fragrant smells. Yeah. Smell of roses, of flowers, again, tickles the nostrils and gets you going. Try it. It's a wonderful tonic. Try this in your mental stress today. Hey, I'm Donna Jodhan, thanking you again for dropping by to listen to me. Thank you to Victor, my wonderful friend and associate, and I wish you a great day and a great week. See you next week. Bye for now.
Tune in every Wednesday mornings at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Pacific for Ask Donna on Whose Blind Life Is It Anyway?